Here in the United States, we often hear stories of unsettling events in quiet towns. But these mysteries don't belong to one country, and they don't speak just one language. In 2008, in a small Brazilian town, something equally chilling unfolded, not in a busy city, but in a peaceful place where everyone knew each other. Imagine a small, quiet town. Streets feel safe at night, a false sense of security. Rio Brilhante, Mato Grosso do Sul, a sleepy town of just over 30,000 people. Everything seemed normal, until something began stirring in the shadows. Something calculated, deliberate, persistent. It began with a series of strange incidents, then another, then another. The townspeople had no idea a mysterious figure was moving among them, young, silent, convinced he had a higher purpose. A 16-year-old boy who believed he was chosen to judge the behavior of those around him. And it wasn't just his age that was unusual. It was the methodical way he acted. The first scenes discovered by authorities were puzzling. People found things arranged in unusual ways, objects placed deliberately, patterns emerging that didn't make sense at first glance. A signature, a message, and a message only exists when someone wants to be understood. At first, local leaders refused to believe a teenager could be responsible. Residents panicked. Religious groups whispered about rituals. Journalists speculated about secret societies. Parents kept their children at home after dark. People began traveling in pairs or taking longer routes to feel safe. The town was gripped by a tense unease, unaware that the young figure moved among them, carrying books in his backpack, eyes distant, mind full of unusual thoughts and beliefs. His name was Jonathan Celestrino, but Rio Brilhante would soon know him as the Cross Maniac. To understand the impact he had, we must go back to his childhood, adolescence, and how his way of thinking became increasingly extreme. Jonathan was born January 5, 1992, in Rio Brilhante. Little is publicly known about his early life or family, but even as a young boy, he adopted a philosophy, mixing religious ideas with a strict personal sense of morality. He judged people for what he called moral impurity. Anyone who didn't follow his own rules was subject to scrutiny. On social media, he went by DogHell666, showing fascination with Gothic symbols and a unique worldview. In 2008, at 16, he began acting on his ideas. His choices targeted certain behaviors, and he left behind patterns meant to signal a kind of symbolic judgment. Fanatical beliefs combined with intense personal convictions turned his imagination into a series of puzzling and disturbing incidents. After authorities identified him, evaluations revealed extreme personality traits and high risk of ongoing disruptive behavior. He remained under strict supervision, showing repeated episodes of agitation, resistance, and unpredictable actions. The incidents themselves shocked the town. People found objects and scenes arranged in specific ways, each seemingly carrying a message. The first occurrence involved a man whose situation and lifestyle made him vulnerable to scrutiny. The second involved a young woman found in a location that amplified the symbolic nature of the event. The third involved an even younger adolescent, which heightened concern and urgency. Investigators connected Jonathan to these incidents through life patterns, friendships, and crucially, social media activity. A comment under DogHell666 led to his identification. Items associated with the situations were found in his home, confirming the connection. Jonathan explained that he selected situations based on his moral criteria, evaluating people's behavior and acting on what he considered wrong. Psychiatric evaluations confirmed extreme personality traits, justifying supervision beyond what would normally apply to a minor. Over the years, there were repeated incidents that reinforced the perception of ongoing risk. Attempts to resist supervision, agitation, and unpredictable behaviors. For the community, the question remains, could such a person ever act in ways that disrupt the peace again? This story highlights the importance of early psychological support and attention when young people exhibit extreme beliefs and unusual behaviors. It emphasizes careful reporting and societal empathy for those affected while maintaining preventive measures. Jonathan Celestrino remains under close supervision with ongoing assessments. His story is a cautionary tale. When intense beliefs take over a young mind, they can have serious consequences, transcending borders and cultures. If you're following this story and haven't yet subscribed, now is the time. Subscribe, like, and share, and step carefully into the shadows with us.